Well, just a few hours now until the start of the 128th Boston Marathon, and this year the race is happening on One Boston Day, which marks the anniversary of the marathon bombings. Law enforcement agencies have been working really hard for many months, making sure athletes and spectators are safe today. Kayla Fish joining us live this morning from the starting line in Hopkinton, Massachusetts. Kayla, anyone up there getting stretched out and all warmed up yet, ready for the race, or is it still pretty quiet?
Hey, good morning, Patrick and Kate. We have seen a lot more activity since we started here at 4:30 this morning. The sun is now up. There are some spectators that we've already spoken to this morning. They've gotten here early. They want to get a good spot to stand to watch those tens of thousands of athletes cross the starting line here in Hopkinton. And, you know, there is a lot of energy, not just from spectators and athletes here, but from public safety. We've seen plenty of Massachusetts State Police, local police, even fire officials passing around this area, making sure that everything is secure. And this year's race is unique in that it falls on April 15. That marks 11 years since the attack on the marathon. This date has become known as One Boston Day. It's a day to recognize the strength and generosity shown by the people of Boston and beyond in response to the tragedy. And that kind of strength and resiliency will be proudly shown by the 30,000 athletes participating in this year's race. We've got citizens of 129 countries and residents of all 50 states represented in this field. And close to 50 law enforcement agencies are working together as a team to make sure the athletes and the people that come to watch them are safe. That includes, as I mentioned earlier, local, state, and federal authorities who on Friday said there were no specific threats against the race. But the colonel of the Mass State Police says they're ready to adjust their plan on the fly if needed.
Each year, we build on the previous year's security operation. The plan to protect the event is rigorous and dynamic. There are multiple and redundant layers of security, some of which are visible and obvious, and many others that will not be noticed by the public.
Now, as we've mentioned, we've noticed quite a few public safety and law enforcement agencies here at the starting line in Hopkinton ahead of the race. But, you know, for me, one of the favorite parts of the Boston Marathon is the charity program. That's where athletes work to raise money during their training to support a wide variety of nonprofits, and that includes members of the Rhode Island State Police. We'll introduce you to them, tell you all about the charity that they're supporting, and how you can donate if you'd like to, coming up in the next half hour. But for now, live in Hopkinton this morning, I'm Kayla Fish, 12 News.
Right, so now to the race. Tens of thousands of athletes getting ready right now. I'm sure they're getting nervous and anxious right now as we're just a couple of hours away from the start of the race. Yeah, many of them running to support charities that are close to their hearts. Our Kayla Fish spoke to some from Rhode Island and joins us live from the starting line. Good morning, Kayla. What's the atmosphere there right now?
Hey, good morning, Kate and Patrick. The atmosphere is energetic. I know it's early in the morning, but as we've been here for a few hours now, we've seen more and more people arrive, not just law enforcement agencies working to keep everyone here safe, but we've seen a few runners and spectators making their way to the starting line here in Hopkinton, where all of the energy and excitement and the action will be taking place in just a few hours, as you mentioned. You know, one of the best parts of the Boston Marathon is that official charity program. This year, runners are raising money to support close to 170 nonprofits. Their goal to raise a whopping $50 million for those charities. And that group includes members of the Rhode Island State Police. Let's introduce you to them. Detective Lieutenant Derek Melfi and Captain Peter Cambio have been training for this day, Marathon Monday, for months now. They're not only representing the state police, but raising money for the charity Cops for Kids with Cancer. It was founded here in New England and supports children and families dealing with a cancer diagnosis by giving them checks for $5,000. Now, these state troopers are trying to raise $15,000. That would be enough money to help 3 families. The troopers tell me as they take on this 26.2-mile race, they'll be thinking of those families and what they're going through.
For a family to get that news, it's devastating. So the donations that we receive goes directly to the families, and it helps with the burden, the financial burden.
Being able to raise money for them and present them with a check in the end, just to give them some relief, even for a snapshot of time, is really important to us, and it's a great opportunity.
Now, if you'd like to donate and support their cause, we have the links to do so right now with this story on our website, WPRI.com. Also there, you'll find travel information and everything you need to know if you're planning to attend the Boston Marathon as a spectator, including what to bring and what to leave at home, thinking of those large backpacks and stuff. And if you're planning on spectating, coming to watch the race, it looks like you have a great day for it weather-wise. TJ Del Santo has more details on that. And TJ, now that the sun is up, we felt to get warmer here, and it seems like that'll be the case throughout the day.
Yeah, temperatures will be rising pretty rapidly this morning, Kayla. We're looking at temperatures topping out in the mid-60s there in Boston, maybe around 70 here in the Rhode Island area. Let's get a look at what's going on up in Boston. This is for near the finish line. Temperatures will climb back through the 50s, getting into the mid-60s during the afternoon. Here's the path. Here's Hopkinton way back in here. Look at this path through Framingham all the way down into Boston. That looks like a long run, doesn't it?